All right, everyone, let's dive into something that's honestly super fascinating: silent letters and unstressed vowels. Now, I know what you're thinking, but wait, silent letters, unstressed vowels? What are those? Don't worry, we're going to break it all down together. By the end of this lesson, you'll be spotting silent letters and mastering tricky spellings like a pro. Okay, so let's start with silent letters. What are they? Well, silent letters are those sneaky little letters that you don't hear when you say a word out loud. They're just there, like they're hiding in plain sight, and honestly, they can make spelling feel like a bit of a puzzle, right? For example, take the word knife. You don't say knife, do you? No, the K is silent. It's like it's just sitting there, quietly minding its own business. Here are some more examples. Knee, again, that K is silent. Or wrist, the W just vanishes. Now, here's a tip. Listen carefully. When you're speaking, start paying extra attention to words with silent letters. Words like lamb. You don't say lamber, do you? Nope, that sneaky B is silent. Same with thumb and comb. Another tip, practice common words. Words like science, conscience, and scene. These words pop up a lot, so the more you practice them, the easier they'll get. Trust me. Now let's talk about tricky words. You know, the ones that make you stop and go, wait, is that spelled with an L or not? Let's tackle a few common examples together. Take the word half, for example, that L is silent. And calf, it's the same thing. Also the word salmon, and no, it's not salmon. The L just disappears. Let's move on to the silent T. Take the word listen, for example. Yep, no T sound there. And castle. Again, the T is silent. Also in the word whistle, you don't actually hear the T, do you? Here's a quick exercise. Try writing these words down a few times. The more you write them, the more they'll stick in your memory. All right, moving on to unstressed vowels. Now these are a little different. These are the vowels in words that aren't emphasized when you say them. And let me tell you, they can make spelling so tricky because they don't always sound like you'd expect. The word definite. You might think it's spelled definite, but nope, that middle vowel sound is unstressed, so it's easy to miss. Or separate. Same thing, the vowels aren't super clear when you say it. And chocolate, I mean, who hasn't accidentally added an extra vowel in there at some point? Here's a tip for unstressed vowels. Practice saying the word slowly, break it down into syllables, like this, definite. When you slow it down, it's easier to hear the individual sounds. And don't be afraid to look up tricky words and practice their spelling. It's all about building that muscle memory. Okay, time for a quick exercise. Grab a pen and paper if you can. Let's do this together. First underline the silent letters in these words. Knowledge, castle, and receipt. Did you get them? The silent K, T, and P, they're all hiding in there too. Now write down 3 words with unstressed vowels. Need a hint? Think of words like chocolate or separate. Practice spelling those a few times. Repetition is key. Here's a fun little tidbit for you. At parties, you might hear someone say, I'm at a private party. And the funny thing, the A and E in private are unstressed. They're so subtle, you barely notice them. Cool, right? It's little details like this that make English such a fascinating language. So what's the takeaway here? Well, understanding silent letters and unstressed vowels can feel tricky at first, but with practice it gets so much easier. Just remember to listen carefully, break words down into syllables, and practice, practice, practice. All right, that's it for today's lesson. If you found this helpful, don't forget to share it with a friend who might need a little spelling boost. And hey, if you have any tricky words you'd like me to cover next time, just let me know. Bye for now.